Hello, my name is Vera Ivanova and I'm the composer of the In the Deep Heart score. I wanted to tell you a little bit more about inspiration behind this piece. It started for me a long time ago when I first read the poem by Hermann Hesse, Im Nebel, which in English translation means In the Fog, at the New Yorker's magazine. And at this point, I wanted to immediately write a piece for piano, but it was many years later when I actually returned to this little idea and turned it into a bigger idea of writing a whole cycle of pieces for piano based on the poems. And it turned into a cycle of 4 pieces on the poems by 4 different poets. First one is called The Echo, and it's by Anna Akhmatova, Silver Age poetess from Russia. Second poem is by Hermann Hesse, In the Fog. Third poem is by Boris Pasternak, who is known outside of Russia for his novel Dr. Zhivago. And the poem of my choice was The Wind. And finally, the cycle closes with W.B. Yeats' The Lake Isle of the Innisfree. And the last line from this poem gave the name to the entire cycle. It was important for me to make the voices of these poets heard, and I found online a recording made by the poets themselves. And I wanted to make it a part of the piece. And that's why the piano pieces that I wrote can be performed in 3 different ways. First, with the recording of the poem recited by a poet or poetess herself, played back before each movement. Second way of performing these pieces is with the fixed audio part, where I use the fragments of the poems and I interject in the music. Some of them are transformed electronically. The third way of performing these pieces is with the projection, which shows the text of the poems over images. So, what was in common between all these 4 poems that made it into a cycle? Well, first, nature is an important component in all these 4 poems, and it either acts as a background or as a protagonist or a consolation. Second, all 4 poems were recorded by poets themselves, and it was important for me. And finally, all these poets were in different ways politically oppressed or not welcomed in their own countries. I'd like to thank the globalpremiere.org for making this commission happen, for working with me, and the pianist Nadia Shpachenko for being the consortium leader, and also all the wonderful pianists who supported this commission through becoming consortium members. If you want to read more about the consortium organization or this project, please visit globalpremiere.org.